There have been confrontations between the police and citizens after the installment of strengthened quarantine regime in Azerbaijan, covering the weekend 6 to 8 June. Social media platforms witnessed the videos where police officers were violently detaining the citizens. On June 7th, residents of the building at Dadash Bunyadzada Street in Baku threw garbage and other items over the police in protest at the detention of another resident in the front yard. After a day of the incident, the quick police regiment was deployed to the area. Without any prior warning, police violently broke into the homes of 11 residents. Some were taken from bed while half naked. Others were barefoot to the police station. Angry at citizens for the incidents yesterday, police called the resident a rabbit, meaning coward. All filmed by police itself and then circulated on social media platforms. In a statement released by the Ministry of Internal Affairs, it's noted that although residents threw various items over police officers and insulted them the day before, the police kept their temper. Quote, investigation of the incident revealed the identities of the 11 people who threw various items over public order defenders, and they were detained and brought to the police stations of the relevant area. Currently, necessary inspection is continued to assess the legal value of the activities of detainees. End of the quote. Notably, in the statement today, the Minister of Internal Affairs stated that it's unacceptable that one police officer talked to the woman resident in a loud manner and made irrelevant remarks about her and her husband. The minister dismissed the police officer, launched a service investigation into the actions of him. The woman in question has been invited to the Baku City Main Police Department and has been apologized to. Despite the official statement says so, Gülar Süleymanova, the resident mentioned in the story, talked to the press where she noted that she has received a phone call from the police but hasn't yet went there. Gülar Süleymanova also noted that his son has been beaten for 5 hours and put a condition before him. Quote, the condition is that I should forgive the police officer, otherwise my son goes back to the police station and he has 10 minutes. My son is in such a condition that I cannot forgive him. He has been beaten by 30 people for 5 hours and he is in a critical condition. End of the quote. Civil society actors and human rights defenders criticized the events at the Dadash Bunyadzada Street. Political analyst Anar Mammadli noted that the government shouldn't resort to the use of excessive and disproportionate force while overseeing the compliance with the rules of the quarantine regime. The citizen is entitled to protest any representative of the government, including police officers, using excessive force. No one, including the political leaders, can ignore such a right. Excessive force used by police officers in Yasamal incident yesterday is breach of both the Constitution of Azerbaijan and provisions of the International Human Rights Conventions Azerbaijan is party to. There were samples of inhumane treatment of citizens. For instance, the acts of the police, such as detaining someone while half naked and filming it, qualify as insulting the dignity. Police officers as perpetrators and those should be held responsible. An apology should be made in front of the citizens who faced inhumane treatment, and the substantial and psychological damage of citizens should be compensated. Human rights lawyer Khalid Bagirov also stated that acts of the police against residents were not adequate in his interview to the Meydan TV.
Qanunda nəzərdə tutulmuş əsasları var. Bunu yalnız məhkəmə qərarı əsasında vətəndaşların mənzilinə girmək olar. Yalnız istisnalar var ki, qanunda Cinayət Prosessual Məcəlləsində və əməliyyat axtarış fəaliyyəti haqqında qanunda istisnalar var ki, bu istisnalar da yalnız əgər mənzildə meydin olması şübhəsi varsa və yaxud hər hansı bir dövlətin cinayətin törədilməsi şübhəsi ilə mənzilə girmək olar və yaxud da təqib altında olan şəxsin, yəni belə deyək, həbs edilen qaçmış şəxsin qaçıb mənzilə girdiyini təsbit ediblərsə və dərhal bunu məhkəmə qərarı olmadan, istisna hal olaraq məhkəmə qərarı olmadan mənzilə müdaxilə etmək olar. Yəni bu hal üçün belə bir şey yoxdur və digər tərəfdən bu bir də qüvvə ilə də bu adamları, yəni bu adamları məsuliyyətə cəlb edilməsi absurddur. Bu məncə adekvat tədbir deyil, yalnız məqsədli tədbir.